There you go, people. So only say what you feel like sharing.
All right. All right. So, hey, thank you guys for coming. Lovelace is coming back. He said we couldn't hear him. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry about being on the phone. I really wanted to show you a video. I was queuing up the video, but my last Zoom call, for some odd reason, kicked me out, and I couldn't get back in. And it was just a fiasco at the last minute. So I just didn't want to leave people hanging. I want to say welcome, everybody. If you're on this call, you literally know who I am. So I don't really have to do a big intro. But hold on.
I mean, there's somebody who don't know who you are.
Man, shut up. So the people that I have on this call, this is not like an official call. It is, but it's not, because I know most of you guys. It's only one person that I actually had that invited a couple of people, and she's very, 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 very close to me. So that's why she did that, right? What we're about to do is we literally are launching Step Up Radio. I just built the studio. We have the capabilities with my video production and with the studio that I've created to create content and be a content creating monster, right? They always say content is king. Content is king because if you put out the right content, you literally can become searchable online, right? For whatever it is that you do. Now, with that being said, I've added a little twist to it. Content is king, but what we're about to do is break the hell out of the algorithms that people are using on social media, on Facebook, Google, all of that, because when we collaborate together, it's strength in numbers. More of the people that I've met is through Up Social Network, right? And the way I did that, and a lot of you guys are already, are familiar with Up Social Network, and I may have met some of you guys through Up Social Network and just became friends and went from that standpoint. But what I found out is that when we streamed, and this was my idea, when we streamed and everybody was on one stream, I would get anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 views. Now, if I just go live myself, that's one thing, but all of these other people that I interviewed, and that's why I did it in front of a live studio audience, tell your people you're gonna be up next, right? Let them know that to tune in, and then I would share that link. So the play that we're about to run right now is really off of that play, to where I know all of these people. And the thing about me is that I know everybody from a diversity standpoint, right? So when we look at diversity, how do we get in different circles of influence if we don't have influence in that circle, right? If we're all coming back to one platform, one meeting point, that's how we can literally attract everybody else that we don't know, because everybody is saying, I'm on Step Up Radio. My show is on Step Up Radio, and the links comes back to Step Up Radio. Now, Step Up is self-discipline, talent, experience, and purpose will unleash your potential. So everything I'm doing is motivational and inspirational from that standpoint, to where that's why you guys are here. We got everything from top surgeons at St. Jude's hospitals to bodybuilders to the #1 business coach to fashion to roller skaters to LinkedIn professionals to parenting tips to all of these different things that people can gravitate to and take in bite-sized chunks to push the envelope, because our tagline is your journey to greatness, right? How do you get to greatness? Though that information is here. Now, the other part is not just the shows themselves. How many people do you know? Because everybody says that they're a motivational speaker, and there's nothing wrong with that. We need motivation. But how many people do you know that's a motivational speaker that we now can put on the platform because they have their speech recorded? Somebody in our entourage can interview these people and we can play their whole speech. We're gonna play music, and we're gonna play all types of music. We're gonna play feel-good music, we're gonna play motivational music, but I'm literally going after people that have motivational speeches and putting music under it to play that on what we're doing for Step Up Radio. So this is 24 hours, 7 days a week, true radio station. Now, with that comes not just the audio, the video. In our studio, we have 3 cameras, and I'm able to bring people in virtually. So we can bring people in around the world, still sitting there at the studio. I have somebody help me quarterback the studio standpoint. So if I'm not there and you guys have a guest, it's no problem. But some of you on here, y'all done broke the Guinness Book of World Records for me. So you know I can talk my ass off. Like both cheeks, if I get up, is still in the chair as I walk around the house, right? So with that being said, the advantage that you have is that your show on Step Up Radio, I'm almost like your co-host. So when I introduce you, it's one thing to say, hey, this is Nolan Davis with Step Up Radio. Right now, I'm sitting here with Amira, and today, Amira is going to talk to one of the best skaters out of Philly. His name is Ice. He's in the book. He's in the roller skating museum, and they're going to talk about X, Y, and Z. Or she can come to me and say, Nolan, I don't have anybody for this week or this month. And then I can say, well, what do you want to talk about? And now she can have a conversation with me back and forth. From me doing a radio show every day, the pressure of getting somebody on the show, being ready at that time, sometimes, people cancel, whatever the case may be, that messes things up, as opposed to what do you want to get known for? What how-to do's or don'ts can we talk about that's in your industry that can literally become a blog, become a piece to where people can find you, and now all you have to do is converse with me, right? And for those who don't know, which I think everybody knows, I'm funny as hell, so it's gonna be a good time, right? So it's not a problem. So with that, the opportunity that we have and the flexibility that we have is one thing, but to create the content, this is D. Collins coming in, to create the content that is going to open up clicks, create and generate emails lists for you and your business, but also to be blasted everywhere. That's the last thing that I want to talk about. So here's one of the things I want to talk to you about, the advantages of what we have for Step Up Radio. And again, I want to apologize for being on my phone, but that's what I had to do at the time. So I had to make it work, and that's what we're doing. So I dropped my book and lost my page. So I'm trying to find exactly where I was. Let me set this down. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. All right. So here's the thing. The thing that I want you guys to realize is that what we're creating is foundational marketing. Now, what does that mean? Foundational marketing to me is the marketing that really dictates what your brand is all about. Everybody's trying to get memes. Everybody wants the quick TikToks. What is all of that stuff pointing to, right? If you watch anything that has to do with Gary Vee, if you watch any of the influencers, the people are not just creating content, but they're giving people information that they can use within their genre of business, in their industry. So Our whole thing is all about how to get you found, how to have foundational marketing, and then how do we get it everywhere? So first and foremost, everybody gets a web page. You're going to be on our website, and then you're going to get a web page to talk about your show, have your keywords, have your logo there. It's going to say you're, one of the Step Up radio hosts for your part of the show, what you do, all of that good stuff. So your keywords and everything is there, and the links back to your website, right? Those links helps your search engine optimization. All of that helps your search engine optimization. But more importantly, this also creates social media for what it is that you do. So whatever it is, there's AI on the page that you have that's going to create social media for what you do. Not Step Up Radio, but for what you do. That is a bonus. That's already. So I know Sharika is about parenting and helping parents navigate through these times to be successful at parenting, right? So all of those little parenting memes, any blogs that comes out, she will get all of that automatically through the page that we set up that already has AI involved. I know Linda Scott is doing fashion. Excuse me. So that fashion tips, about fashion mindset, all of those, from roller skating to medical to virtual assistants to business coaching, whatever it is, all of that is going to be created by the webpage. Now, that's absolutely free for me. I'm letting you know right now. It's something that I would charge for, but I already have it, and I'm giving it to you guys. So if you don't like it, don't call me and say, I don't like this one. Just wait for the next one because it's free. I'm not changing nothing, but it comes out every day. So every day it's a new one. So if you hate Wednesdays, hold tight for Thursdays and pray for Fridays because a good one is coming, right? But it's for you and your brand to make that easier. It also has forms that's embedded to where anybody who comes to Step Up Radio. So let's say Clinton's my brother. So let's say Clint says, hey, I got this thing. I got a show on Step Up Radio. I come on once a week. He's talking to somebody, and that somebody owns a business and is looking for virtual assistants. If they come to my website, they'll see Jessica there, and what she does with virtual assistants, find her page, and maybe she has a form there. And now not only can she get a listener and somebody to tune in on how to, effectively manage a virtual assistant, on how to train a virtual assistant. She may get a form, and because Clint deals with business owners all day, all of us literally deal with business owners all day. But that cross-pollinating is going to make our brand that much bigger, and the web page can capture that if they're just skimming along. So those are the three things that you get from the web page. You get the web page itself to help with your search engine optimization. You get the social media that's based on your industry, and you get the ability, which is pretty much like a funnel page, to capture those leads. So that's what you get just on the web page. All right. Now, as we create this, we're creating audio and video, right? For all that have an affiliate program. All right, so we're creating audio and video. So the radio itself is literally a 24/7 radio station. So when I'm gonna try to count them. I've never done this before, so I don't know how many it is. It's just a whole bunch. So one, you'll be able to say, Alexa, play Step Up Radio, and it'll play our radio station 24/7 at any time. So if you're at a friend's house and you want to be a big dookie, you know what I mean? Say it's your time, like Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Amira's gonna be on, and she's like, I'm over here stunting on them. Hey, Alexa, play Step Up Radio, and her slot live of what she's doing is going to come on. That's one. Two, we're gonna have a Step Up Radio app that people can download, Android and Apple. Three, every time in real time, a new show is getting started, it triggers in Twitter. People texting me, did they miss it? You better come on. It triggers in Twitter, right? So now the way that we can work that is a couple of different ways. One way you can work it is the person that you have on your show, you tag that person automatically. And so now all of their people see it, and anybody you wanted to feature. So for example, David Lovelace is a bodybuilder and nutritionist. If he wanted to talk about one of the bodybuilders in a different show, he could tag that person on the show and let them know that we're talking about it, especially like for motivational speakers. So Les Brown's son, I have his information. Les Brown was on my show when I had Creative Biz Ideas. I think you remember that, Clint, Creative Biz Ideas, yep. So when I had Creative Biz Ideas and we was just on Blog Talk Radio, I had Les Brown on my show. So what I'm going to do is anytime, if he gives me the blessing that I can play some of his speeches, which is all over YouTube, which is all over YouTube, if he lets me play some of those speeches, I can tag Les Brown each and every time we play a speech, and he'll know that he's being played on the radio. That's some of that automation that we're gonna put in. So when you give me the name of not just your show, but the title of that episode, what that episode is about, that automatically goes to Twitter and is tweeted out. Now, everything that we record from an audio standpoint is a podcast, and that podcast is going to be everywhere where podcast is found. iHeart, Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher, TuneIn app. It's going to be available all of those places. But because I'm bringing people in virtually, and we have 3 cameras right there at the studio, we're also going to be on Res TV, which is on Roku and Apple TV as well, right? So everything we do is going to be kind of like Breakfast Club or Howard Stern type of look, them in the studio, you know, talking, and that's going to be on Apple and Roku as well. We also going to take that and put it on YouTube, and we plan on having a big YouTube play because we have all of these people. That's one of the algorithms that we're going to break, in my opinion. If we have all of these shows that's happening on a monthly basis, we're going to be breaking algorithms because content is going to be coming out, and it's going to be different people, and people can say, hey, see me and tune into my show. And all of these people are going to be saying that, and everybody's going to have different commercials, different drops, different events that goes on through all the other shows. So our YouTube play, I believe, is really going to be big, especially because YouTube owns Google. Now, Facebook, IG, LinkedIn, I just told you about Twitter and TikTok. All of those things are going to be created as trailers off of what we're doing. So our social media play, our podcast play, and radio play with apps and Alexa is going to be huge. This is a great way to meet who do you want to meet. I just told you, as I did Up Social Network, I didn't know nobody before Up. So I think I knew Clint and Martin Murph. Like I knew like 2 dudes, and I was like, I know how to like get this thing linked, right? And so I just started inviting people in front of the camera and became friends with everybody because originally I was from Chicago and Texans love Texans. So I was seconds away from getting a buckle Spurs and a 10-gallon hat. And then I'll crack the code up social because it seemed like nobody liked me. Like I'm just trying to pick. But to meet people that you want to meet from an interview standpoint, who do you want to go after that you could just say, hey, I think you're so awesome. I think what you're doing is so amazing. Why don't you come on my show? That's one way to use it. I just told you we got about 35 people, almost 40 people right now that want to do shows that I talk to, the networked within each other. Like just as I talked about the virtual assistant and Clint and all of these people, we got fashion, we got health and wellness, we got all of these people. The networking here should be bananas. Using me as a co-host is always a good thing. And creating content for the SEO to go back to your business and help you build your brand, because we're motivational and inspirational. Everything is about how do we help people get to that next level. So I'm gonna end with this before I tell you what the price of all of this is. And the price of this is really bananas because I'm really that dude. Because I'm all about proof of concept first. And that's why I wanted to come to family and friends, which most of y'all are like family, especially Amira and Linda Scott, and Clint is like my bro. Like, I just love all of y'all, right? So if I screw up, you see what I'm trying to do, just chill. I'm gonna work it out like I always do, right? And Clint will tell you, stuff that failed at first, I figured out how to work it out, and we come to it one way or the other. But 11/7 is Nolan Davis Day. I want to do a big launch of 11/7, which sounds like the luckiest day ever. That's why I chose it. That's not my birthday, by the way. I just picked some shit out of the air. But anyway, 11/7 is Nolan Davis Day, and that's when I want to launch it. But we're going to do a soft launch before then. But I want to tell you, I want to maximize each and every one of you all's time. We're talking 30-minute shows. When you're talking commercials, right? You're really looking at a 22-minute show. So what I want to do is I want to record everybody one day a month, 4 shows, which means you got to give me 2 hours. And whatever that time slot is, everything that we're going to do is going to be pre-recorded. So I want to start recording at the end of this month, and I want to get to it's close to 2 months ahead. So if something happens, somebody gets COVID, you get a big client, your person canceled, whatever it is, I want to be ahead of the game. And so that way we can start literally programming each and every show out a month out. So you'll know what your show is about. Those four shows, you'll know first week, second week, third, and fourth week what those shows are about. So even you can do some build up to that show. So I'll let you know these are the 4 shows. Here's the weeks that I'm gonna do it. And I give you an example. I just told Chuck, we're looking for information that we can give people that'll help them get to the next level. There's nothing political that you can give me to help me get to my next level. You understand what I'm saying? We're not talking about current events. For all the people that's tired of regular news, that's tired of all the divisiveness, that's tired of the back and forth, we're going to be the place to come. If you're trying to get your website to the top, if Chuck says, here's 10 ways to get your website to the top, it works this month, it works next month, and it works 3 months after that. So that's the type of information that we're putting out. We're not putting out like current events. We're putting out feel good, motivational things that'll get you to that next level. And if I need to, I could take music down and do a this just in if I need to, right? But our shows will be our shows at that time. I already have 3 DJs that are well-known DJs. That one is DJ Generation, that's my guy. To give us music, some at night, some on the weekends, those types of things. But I'm really trying to get motivational speakers, because the more motivational speakers we feature, the more that's going to be those people out there talking about us. Like, I've been featured on the radio. They played my whole 30-minute deal on the radio. He put some music up under it, and boom, we made it motivation, right? So those are the things. This is just the jump off point. Some of you already knew it. Like, if everybody looks at Amira, she's actually been helping me build the studio. She doesn't look shocked or impressed because she's heard all of this before. So her and I talk to her about 5 times a day, and I'll be like, oh, we should do this. She'd be like, that's dope. And so she's just sitting here just patiently waiting for me to reveal the dopeness to everybody. But that's kind of what we got. Some of you guys know a little bit more than others, but everybody's on the same playing field. And I'm going to show you, actually, I'm going to show you my, let me see if I can turn the camera around. Here's my list of people. D. Collins is on here, Willie Adolph, Chuck, that's Charles, David Alcorn, Amira, she's bringing 3, Linda Scott, Christine Zarel, Catherine, she's on here, Chris Burris and Matt Bertrand. I don't know if Matt is in or not. Dr. David Fairweather, Jillian Southern, Joanne is one of Amira's, David Lovelace, Reggie Rusk, Shara, Clint, Dougie, which is Doug Winnie. I'll call him Dougie because I'll be like, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Cassie, Chef Cassie, Jessica, Julissa, Marcy, Bryce, and Sharika. And I got like 3 other people that I didn't write down on that list. They on another list somewhere else, and that's where it is. So those are all the people that's involved. Each one of you guys, oh, Carolyn and Patrick is there as well. Each one of you guys, like I said, I already know. So I'm not really trying to impress anybody on here. I'm letting you guys know what we're about to do is awesome and amazing. Some of you guys have done awesome and amazing with me before. And when you see the studio, you'll see what we're about to do. We have a soundproof, we got a sound booth, right? For us to do all of our drops. So I can literally close you up in the sound booth and you can talk about, your show. Hey guys, tune in. This is Clint, whatever the case may be. You can do all of your drops right there. And then we're sprinkling it around. And I'm just excited to be able to say, Alexa, play Step Up Radio. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm can't wait to do that. So if anybody got any questions, now is the time. Again, this is just a preliminary call. I want to thank Jessica for recording it for me. Again, I apologize for being on my phone, but at the last moment, for some odd reason, I could not get in my account on the computer. And that's it. So if anybody got questions, let me know. Let's go.
You didn't say price.
Oh, the price. Thank you. So here's the thing. The price is $35 a month, not a show. 4 shows, that's less than $10 a show. Now, the reason I'm charging you all at anything is because all the mechanisms to make this run, right? For the posting, for the radio, all of that is a monthly fee. I'm just trying to really cover bare minimum. I'm not trying to make anything. And for everybody that's only paying $35, you literally have to shut up and not tell nobody what you paid. Because when I tell the next people it's $5.99, you better shut up. You see what I'm saying? That's when I will start making money. But it's $35 for you guys. That's not a show. That's $35 a month just to cover the expenses.
That's friends and family discount.
That's me.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
So when do we pay the $35? Because that's a deal, man. I'm in.
Right. So we are revamping the website right now. I want to get it automated. If you go to stepupradio.net right now, it's what I used to do at KCOH 5 days a week. So we're revamping all of that. We have until November. Like that's it. So every show you want to do, if you want to do more than one, like Tuck is doing 2 shows. He's an SEO rapper, and then he has lyrical spiritual. He has some gospel stuff. So for every show, it's $35. So you can do more than one show if you have more than one thing. But we have to record 1 day a week, right? And the way that I'm recording, the system that I've built, we're going to record to where there is no editing. I'm going to be able to bring videos, do your intro, do commercials, do the womp, 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 applaud, everything, right? Live, right? And then I'm recording it. And soon as I'm done recording it, if there's a hiccup here, a hiccup there, I can edit it, not a problem. But my goal is to give you all a platform or a template to the platform to say, here's how we're going to flow it. Everything is going to be set up that way. And then when we're done, I play the outro, we're done. Your lower thirds come up live, everything comes up live, and I record it at that one time. And I think I'm smooth enough to pull that off. So that's what we're doing. So that'll cut down on the editing. And everything else is just literally the bare minimums. Now, the other part to that price is that when we get the price down, if we get, I think somebody needs to mute their phone. I hear a whole bunch. So, yeah, if y'all can mute your phone, if you don't mind, it's a lot of feedback. Y'all know how to mute? Let me, somebody's singing and carrying on. Hold on 1 second. You. All right, so that's better. All right, so the $35, we have Jessica on the phone. Jessica has virtual assistants, right? We get to, when I get confirmed 35, 40 shows, that extra is going to be paid to virtual assistants to help streamline this process, right? And so the other part is that not only do you pay $35, you help out as much as possible because I'm coming to y'all like a family. So everybody has something, some superpower that they can add to what we're doing to make us hotter. The reason I called you guys and talked to you guys is because I've been in radio, I've been on TV. I feel as if a lot of times people are at radio stations and they're only on there not to help build, but to take all the viewership that they can take. I didn't feel like you guys would do that. Now, because of that, I need you to understand I was on KCOH. They don't have 35 shows. They don't have 20 shows. I was on 95.3 Jams. I don't think they got 17 shows, to be perfectly honest. For us to jump out the gym with 35 shows on the jump off is awesome and amazing. And everybody has good content. And everybody's at the top of their game or a rising star. Yeah, I think we're going to do it like nobody's ever done it before. So yeah, so $35 a month. Thank you, Amira, for reminding me of that. Any other questions? Catherine said, let's go.
So what I heard is $35 a month and we can do 4 shows with you and we just run and also help support. Is that, did I get
Yes.
that right? Okay. Okay.
Right. So you say what's significant about 35? 35 was a good price to where if I had just about 15 shows, I could still make it happen. Right. just like the bare cost of the app, of the like all the monthly things, right? Because to get on all of these different platforms, there's a fee, right? There's some platform or mechanism that I'm like, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that. I thought $35 was reasonable enough, and that was it. And I didn't want to go to $50. I didn't want to do any of that. For you to get your web page, your social media content, for me to help you create your show, for you to get the full video, for you to do, I mean, for all of that, $35 is nothing. Absolutely nothing. So
That's awesome.
I think it's a great deal. I think we can do it. I'm excited. I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
I'm in, brother.
I'm in.
All right. Well, I know Sharika say that they're in. That's 2 shows right there. So I got, like I said, I got this list right here. A lot of people couldn't make it. And my thing is, last thing I want to say before I let you go, unless you guys have any questions, because I'm totally open to questions. I know for a fact that a lot of people that's going to be on this call love me, right? And I appreciate that. I absolutely love y'all back. But I'm saying that to say this. Don't do this just thinking, let me help Nolan out. This is a genuine win-win situation that everybody can really participate. And if we all play our hardest, we can have championship rings every year, right? So I don't want it to be like I was doing you a favor. I want everybody to see the pure opportunity that I'm trying to create. So it's not about, I'm just letting everybody know, because I know sometimes you be like, oh, well, let me just help them out. It's not about the $35. That's why I only charge $35, right? Because I'm just really trying to get just the overhead taken care of what it's going to take for everything that we're going to implement. But everybody's show is just as important as everybody else's, right? And so my thing is, as much as I love everybody on here, if right now is not a good time, it's cool. But I don't want you to miss the jump off. I don't want you to say, man, I could have been right there, because as soon as I find my way, I built the studio. If anybody's here in Houston, everybody can come by the studio. Everybody. I got a green room that's like a glass room in the middle of the hall. I got people, hold on. Oh, so I'm just telling you, it's as much as I love everybody on the call, and I think that you would do it for me. Like literally, Clint, I could call Clint and say, I need $35 every month. I really think Clint would do it. Just to help me. Like, I promise you. Like, I would do it for you, and then say, you need it on the 12th? Like, it's not a problem. Like, it's not a problem. But more importantly, what we're gonna do together is going to be amazing. There is nothing like what we're creating. There is not that many people who got a good heart for everybody to win that I see on one platform. There's nobody truly educating the end user or their potential customers just to show them the knowledge that they have without, like, don't cheat on my paper type of situation. And everybody on here does that. So that's where I'm at with it. Anything else?
So Nolan, yes,
ma'am.
if we have, if we decided that, hey, we want to do, let's do 2. So are we paying $35 each show?
Yes,
or
ma'am.
per month? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. And we can bring in any of your friends, families, buddies, business partners later. Because I don't want to hear nobody complaining. Like, I don't feel like I got no complainers on here. I'm going to tell y'all, this is what we're doing. This is what worked. This is what didn't work. But I promise you, if you come to the studio and see what we created, I wanted to show you the video, but I'm not able to, because I'm not on my laptop. But I'm going to show you guys a video really soon, and I can send it to you to walk you through. I mean, we got the sign on the wall that says Step Up Radio. I got banners, which is really like curtains, to where we can put your banner. I got a TV up where we could digitally put your logo. I have everything set up to where we can brand you, and we can put you out there. And that's where people are trying to get to build an audience. And for us to build the audience of motivation and inspiration of people that are trying to get to greatness, we'll kill it.
Are we gonna have an open night amongst ourselves just so we could take a tour of the studio?
I was thinking about that. Calm down, Linda. Calm down. I was thinking about that though. So what I was thinking was, to be perfectly honest, because most of the people are here in Houston, I was literally thinking about doing an all-day event and just interviewing each person that could come, and we have like a party, and it'd be like, oh, it's your turn. Oh, it's your turn, and everybody make the announcement. So whatever I do, trust me, I'm gonna figure out how to make it big. That's why I'm giving me some time till November 7th to figure it out and put it together. And then Sharika, I see you got your hand up.
Yes, I wanted to find out, do you have specific dates and times for each show slot just yet?
I do not.
Okay.
Do not. So that's something that we're gonna be working on. And literally we're looking at 24/7. So with that, you could literally pick your time, and if you're not bumping heads with somebody, then let's go with it. I don't really have, from a programming standpoint, I know how to program the station itself, how to tag the people for the Twitter. I know how to do all of that. I did not think of, these are going to be prime time. Let's do it these days. Let's do it those days. I have some idea on like the days. So like Motivational Monday, Transformational Tuesdays, Thoughtful Thursdays, Workout Wednesdays, Feel Good Fridays, Focus Fridays, Flexing Friday. Like I got all of these different ideas. So we just go see how it works out and lump them together.
All right.
Or Fashion Fridays. As soon as Linda said, all right, I was like, or Fashion Fridays, right? So it can be however we want to do it.
All right.
So, go ahead.
I'm good. I'm in. I just need to know, like everybody else, the time slots, and I think it would be a great idea if we could all get together, so that we'll know who we're tagging, and just knowing the people who we're working with, the family. Let me say, to know our family.
Absolutely. So we could definitely do that.
Family reunion.
Absolutely. So we could definitely do that. Like I said, this is just all preliminary right now. I've already said the studio is already rocking. And we have the opportunity to record audiobooks. I'm almost finished with the first audiobook with the lady from, and she's on here actually. Marcy is the voice. And she's on here. She's gonna have a show as well. But so, we got the sound booth, we got everything. Quick little secret, I guess. The AC went out in the studio on my side. They just got the AC popping like yesterday. So it's a brand new world in there. I mean, well, I knew we was gonna be hot, but I didn't think we was gonna be that hot. It was ridiculous up in there. But we rocking and rolling right now. Sunday evening for us. Okay, no problem, Sharika. So all right, well, I don't want to hold anybody too long. I just wanted to let you guys know, one, I'm thankful for everybody that's saying that they're in. Two, we have literally, as I showed you and rattled off those people, we have about 30 some odd people that's ready to do shows. Some people are looking to do multiple shows. So I do believe we're gonna have over 35 shows. And with me working in radio and knowing what those stations look like, nobody, not AM. I've been at KCOH AM. I've been on their digital channel. I've been on 95.3 Jam. Nobody that I've been with has over 30 shows. on their network, and the opportunity to put it on TV as well, and to give you the search engine optimization with the web page and the creating the content and all of that, and have Nolan Davis as their co-host. You see what I'm talking about? That's what it is. So, hey, I want to thank y'all for coming. If y'all need me, everybody got my number. Just give me a call. Man, I got much love for y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend.
Appreciate you,
All
brother.
right. Good night, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Boom.